Hey everybody, VTMD 1998 here. We're here for our Slammy Awards on Monday Night Raw tonight. 12/8/2014. Phil is with us on the line.
What's going on, guys? It's gonna be a great night.
It is going to be a great night. Are you ready, Phil? It's the Slammy Awards. It's probably one of my favorite nights all year. I mean, for Monday Night Raw at least. It used to be the draft, now it's the Slammy Awards because you get to see the best of the best over now 2014.
I love the Slammies. I mean, especially for this year, 2014, there's been a lot of great moments this year, and it's just we're gonna look back on a lot of the great moments that happened here in 2014. Can't wait.
All right. So, OMG moment of the year. Our choices are Seth Rollins selling out the Shield, the Bellas, Nikki Bella betraying her sister, Bray Wyatt bringing out the St. Louis Children's Choir on Monday Night Raw when John Cena is in a steel cage singing "The Whole World Is in His Hands," and Brock Lesnar defeating the Streak. Phil, who wins the OMG moment of the year?
Now, I was contemplating on two moments on picking who I should pick. I was either going to pick the Shield, Seth Rollins turning on the Shield, or Brock Lesnar defeating the Streak at WrestleMania 30. In the end, I did choose Brock Lesnar going over The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, and I bet that one is going to win the OMG moment of the year.
Now, God, all right. This is one of my favorite moments in all the Slammies anyway. I was saying the whole time that Undertaker's streak ending is probably the most shocking moment ever. Like, if they had a Slammy for any OMG moment, this would win hands down. And I forgot about a lot of these other OMG moments just because I was still in shock with Undertaker losing. Seth Rollins selling out the Shield, when they showed that was the first part in the video where I was watching on YouTube to get all these nominees for. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Like, how can I forget Seth Rollins selling out the Shield? And then I was like, well, it's because the Streak got conquered. That's going to be the winner for the OMG moment of the year, is Brock Lesnar conquering the Streak. Absolutely unbelievable. Diva of the Year. Whew. We have Brie Bella, we have Paige, we have AJ Lee, and we have Nikki Bella. Me, personally, who should win? I'm going with AJ Lee to win this, even though she's been out in WWE for almost half the year. She is still the longest reigning Divas champion. She came back on her first night and won it back. So I am going with AJ Lee to win the Diva moment of the year. Or Diva of the year. Oh gosh. The reason I don't think Nikki Bella right now, the reason I don't think Nikki Bella is because she hasn't really proven herself to her full potential. Paige, she is just a little bit too young, in my opinion. She's a little too young. And Brie Bella, obviously, she would be my second. So in order, it would go from AJ Lee, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and then Paige to win the Diva of the Year. But my Diva of the Year is AJ Lee. Phil, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. My dad is just being a whack job, slapping me across the face.
Alright. Who's your Diva of the Year?
Diva of the Year for me, I'm going with AJ.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to compose myself here, because Dad just slapping me in the face.
Alright. Surprise return.
I agree with all the statements you said, though.
Surprise return of the year. We have Hulk Hogan returning right before WrestleMania to be the host. We have Batista returning before the Royal Rumble. The Rock returning for to stand up to Rusev, and we have the Ultimate Warrior returning for his Hall of Fame speech. Who should win? Because who should win and who will win are different things, and I think the WWE Universe will get caught up in the moment here. I really do think The Rock should win this. Because he just made such an impact. The problem is the Ultimate Warrior passed away the day after he came back and made that speech at the Hall of Fame ceremony. And God rest his soul, the Ultimate Warrior. We're all praying for his family and everything. And he will end up winning this award. And not taking anything away from the Ultimate Warrior, I just think The Rock made a bigger impact, but the Ultimate Warrior will win this award.
I was contemplating on those two, The Rock and the Ultimate Warrior. I agree with everything you're saying. I do believe that the Ultimate Warrior should win this award, and I believe he will win. But due to my instinct and everything, when The Rock returned to confront Rusev and everything to just stand up for America, I did not believe that The Rock was going to appear on Raw that night. I was so shocked.
And Phil knows everything. You see Phil, he's on those rumor pages all the time. He knows when returns are coming. I mean, he
I didn't even see that in any of them. I'm like, okay, so let's see. Rusev, he's going to have some just speech or whatever he is, and then I hear, if you're so mad, I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. But due to my instinct, I did go on WWE.com and I chose The Rock, but I do believe what you're saying is true, and I believe that the Ultimate Warrior would win this award for shocking. What was it?
Surprise moment. Yeah, the surprise moment of the year. Surprise return, I think.
Surprise return, yeah. And rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. I want to slam me tonight.
Tag team of the year. 5 tag teams to choose from. You have Goldust and Stardust, Los Matadores, the Usos, Slater Gator, and Miz and Mizdow. Goldust and Stardust, how long have they been a team? Not that long, right? About a half a year?
Not really that long, no.
Yeah. Los Matadores, they haven't been tag team champions.
They're too young.
Yeah. Yeah. Slater Gator, Slater got arrested for some reason because he's dumb.
And Titus O'Neil just...
He got left out in the cold with, no, we don't need to worry about that.
No.
So that leads us down to really the WWE Universe's 2 favorite teams, and that's the Usos and Miz and Mizdow. Now, Phil, please remind me, for all the people that go out and say Miz and Mizdow should win this award, please remind me, when was the first time we heard the WWE Universe chanting for Damien Sandow and Miz? Or Damien Mizdow? When was the first time this was? Wasn't it around Survivor Series when they won the tag team championship? Wasn't it around then? Because last time I checked, this is tag team of the year. Not tag team of the November, or tag team over the past couple months, or tag team of December, or no, this is tag team of the year. The Usos have been tag team champions from April. Right, April. It was on a Raw, I know that, and they beat the New Age Outlaws on a Raw, and I think it was in April. I think it was just right after WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
The Usos defeated the New Age Outlaws and held the tag team championships all the way to, what was it, like, I don't even know, Night of Champions, something like that.
They held it to Night of Champions, yeah, because that's when Golden Stardust had the titles.
Yeah.
And then they went to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
and lost to Miz and Mizdow.
Why are we bringing up these other teams? The Usos are the clear-cut tag team of the year. And Miz and Mizdow, I guarantee you they'll make a better run next year, but they are not. They have been tag team champions for not even a month yet, and we're talking about them being tag team of the year. And I mean, they're the two. Those are the two tops, but the Usos are like here, and everyone else is down here. I mean, it's just that simple. So, you want to go, Phil?
I agree with you 100%. It's the Usos, like no doubt.
Just straight up, right?
I mean, true.
All right. So, now down to our tell me you did not just say that insult of the year. Try saying that 5 times fast. Chris Jericho to Stephanie McMahon when he was insulting her after she got arrested. Nikki Bella yelling at Brie to like saying that she wished she died in the womb and all that when they had that interview with the two of them. Paul Heyman basically rapping on John Cena and hip hopping and doing his cockiness after for Brock Lesnar and John Cena. And The Rock to Rusev. This was the hardest one for me to pick. I am gonna go with The Rock just because he has so much impact in his words. My second would be Paul Heyman. My third would be Jericho to Stephanie. And my fourth will be Nikki Bella to Brie Bella. But I'm going with The Rock to win this.
That's exactly my order as well, and that's exactly my pick. He just made an impact that night, The Rock, and again, I believe he's gonna win another Slammy. Yeah. I think that's like 2 for him tonight for us picking.
Yep. All right. Breakout Star of the Year. Breakout Star of the Year. Here we go, Phil. 5 superstars.
I always love this award.
This because this is where you see the young stars coming up. This is a good award. We have
this award especially is like one of my favorites.
Seth Rollins, Rusev, Dean Ambrose, Paige, and Roman Reigns. Who should win this award? Or who will win this award, in my opinion. This is the same thing with the Ultimate Warrior. I'm not taking anything away from him, but who will win this award? It's a toss-up between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Who should win it? Now wait to hear this, Phil. Rusev should win this award.
Okay.
Please remind me, Phil. Is Rusev still undefeated?
He has not been pinned or submitted. No.
Is he the United States champion?
He is in the
Didn't he just beat almost every person on the roster in a battle royal? On SmackDown?
He did beat every person in the battle royal. If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Why is Rusev... I look at... Like, we'll get to this in about 5 or 10 minutes. Why is Rusev not even in the conversation for Superstar of the Year? He is undefeated through 2014. Not saying he's going to win it. There's other guys that should win it. But I'm... Obviously, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are clear-cut favorites to win this award. But Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are both in Superstar of the Year. They're both in that conversation. Rusev, in my opinion, should win Breakout Star of the Year. You could go and go with your opinion. I'm not going with Seth Rollins, just because he hasn't really proved himself. Even though he won Money in the Bank,
I wasn't going with Seth Rollins either.
It was cheap Money in the Bank. I think, like how he won.
Yeah, you hear that, JBL? It was cheap. Cheap. Saying that he won it all by himself. Kane held the ladder.
Dean Ambrose was up that ladder.
Kane held the ladder.
All right.
He won it all by
Phil, what's
himself.
your take on this?
My pick. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying to a point of an extent. Rusev, he should at least be in contention for that. I'm not shutting you down on that. I agree with you in that respect. But in my mind, who should be the breakout star of the year, like you said, should be either between Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose. I went with Dean Ambrose on this award because of what he's accomplished over through 2014.
Yep.
I agree with what you're saying about Rusev and everything, but I do believe that Dean Ambrose should win this.
Yep. The This Is Awesome moment of the year. There were a lot of ones that were...
There were a lot of awesome moments.
But they had to pick 4, and they picked these ones. The Occupy Raw. That was one of my favorites. Daniel Bryan occupying Raw. That was awesome. To get his match at WrestleMania 30.
I sent out a tweet on my personal Twitter account saying Occupy Raw, that hashtag.
The $1 billion jailbird. When Stephanie McMahon got arrested. That was pretty awesome, too. Goodbye Authority. With Dolph Ziggler, who I'm shocked he's not in the conversation for Superstar of the Year, or at least Breakout Star of the Year.
He's in one of the Slammy, though. For a conversation for a Slammy. I think it's like social account, but yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a social account? Oh, then you go for it. We'll bring that up after. I didn't write that one down for some reason. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
So, and then the all-time great WrestleMania 30 when The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan were in the ring at the same time. Phil, who will win this award?
Now, the one that you just said, between The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan, I was watching WrestleMania 30 this past weekend, actually, on Saturday, and I was watching that moment, and I'm like, if this moment right here isn't in the This Is Awesome moment of the year, I would be shocked. And I did choose the WrestleMania 30 between The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And I believe that this moment should win for This Is Awesome moment of the year.
I agree.
It was an awesome moment. And I can't wait to see who wins this one now.
I completely agree. I'm going with the WrestleMania 30 moment with The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan. So there are some ones that I forgot about here. Hashtag of the year. Who created the biggest buzz on social media? Occupy Raw. RKO out of nowhere. Moscow Moose Knuckle. What? Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. And there's no Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Why is it Shucky Ducky Quack Quack in there?
It's not there. Not there. But maybe this one. I think this is my personal favorite. $9.99. That is the one that'll win hashtag moment of the year.
And when you were saying that about that like moose knuckle thing or whatever, when you were like questioning that was when The Rock with the Rusev and everything, he said that during that.
Oh really?
Just want you know.
I didn't know that.
Because you seemed like puzzled from that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember. The Rock actually said that when he was confronting Rusev. You might not have heard it, but yeah, it was during that. Who should win this hashtag? Wait, was that $9.99 was still in there?
$9.99 is there.
It's got to be in there. $9.99. It's taken the world by storm. I mean, if this doesn't win the award, I'm gonna be so shocked.
That should be up for OMG moment next year. Or if this one's before, just plug it in there. Just plug it in. This one not winning. I bet that'll win.
If there was like a chant of the year or whatever the heck it is, like for Slammy, this one right here, $9.99, should win it. If there was even an award for that, I don't know if there is this year, but if there was, $9.99 should win it again.
All right, fan participation award. Which superstars most affected the WWE Universe? Seth Rollins, You Sold Out, WWE Network's $9.99, Jack Swagger's We the People, Bad News Barrett, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Or Bray Wyatt, he's got the whole world in his hands. This one, Phil, I think it's a tough call. Even though they got $9.99 in there, you don't really see people chanting $9.99. You have Jack Swagger with the We the People, Seth Rollins, You Sold Out, the Bad News Bear. I don't really hear people screaming Bad News Bear since he was gone. He was gone. I think when we were there, he wasn't there. He wasn't there until Survivor Series. Bray Wyatt, him singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. That was a big thing. I'm going with We the People. I'm going with Jack Swagger. Just because he's been doing it longer, and we haven't, and it has such an impact on the universe, and yeah. So I'm going with Swagger to win the award.
I'm going with Jack Swagger too. I mean, We the People, it took the world by storm when he was going over with Rusev and everything. That right there, that was like the real United States versus Russia kind of feud we were talking about. And Jack Swagger, the real American, I mean, We the People, it took the world by storm, and he should win this, like, catchphrase kind of thing for the year or whatever. I forgot what this thing is called.
NXT Superstar of the Year. We have Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze, or The Ascension.
I don't know if you watch NXT, Trent.
Oh, I do. I do. Yeah.
I do.
I do.
I watch it every week. And Adrian Neville. I'm gonna go through every person if you don't mind. Adrian Neville, the current NXT champion. I'm not taking anything away from this kid. This kid is an amazing superstar. Won the championship back in February of this year, and has held it ever since. And now this Thursday on the WWE Network is our Evolution.
Yep.
And he's facing
Sami
one of the
Zayn.
guys who are actually in this Slammy as well, Sami Zayn. Now, this is where Sami Zayn comes in for me. Sami Zayn has taken the NXT universe and the entire NXT show by storm. I mean, I have not seen an NXT superstar get so much heat since Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn has a lot of heat right now. Sami Zayn, he's been getting some great matches, some great wins, and he's going for the NXT title at our Evolution on Thursday. Sadly, he had to put his career on the line. I'm not really happy about that, but Sami Zayn, I'm choosing Sami Zayn to win this. The Ascension, they're a great tag team and all and everything. I just don't believe that they could win this, but I don't believe that they should yet. And who was the last competitor?
Tyler Breeze.
No. No. But yeah, I'm picking Sami Zayn to win this because
I agree with you. I agree with you. Not that I agree that Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville are the top two guys in this award. I agree with you on that. My problem is Sami Zayn, didn't he lose the last time that he faced Adrian Neville? I think that's he lost because of a roll up because Adrian Neville faked an injury, correct?
Yes.
He pulled a Shawn Michaels. Adrian Neville pulled a Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. And that was a rookie mistake by Sami Zayn, I'll give you that.
I just think Adrian Neville, when I look at him, he's held the title since February. He is the future. And the reason I think Sami Zayn will win this Thursday is because Adrian Neville's going up to WWE. He will be in WWE. He'll get his rematch and he'll lose, and he'll go up to WWE. It's just that simple. That's why Sami Zayn will win, and then Sami Zayn will have to drop the title to someone else, and he'll end up in WWE. That's why AJ Neville is gonna win.
I just think both of those two should be in WWE already.
Yeah.
But I'm going with AJ Neville to win it just because he is too much of an athlete and he's held this title for God knows how long. I mean, it's been so long that he's held the NXT Championship. I mean, it's unbelievable. And guys, we are not going through all these awards. Look how many freaking awards there are. Jesus Christ. Okay, we are not doing that. So we're going back to my notes. Extreme moment of the year.
You said that. Like, we are not going through all of these. We're going to be
Extreme moment of the year. Brock Lesnar, 16 suplexes on John Cena at SummerSlam. We have Kane attacking Daniel Bryan. Chris Jericho steel cage dive off of Bray Wyatt. Haven't seen him since because he hurt his knee and he was being stupid. Or Seth Rollins curb stomp through cinder blocks. I said Brock Lesnar was going to win the WrestleMania OMG moment of the year. Seth Rollins curve stomp through cinder blocks to Dean Ambrose will win this. I mean, it was just too extreme, and it was like, no, like Brock Lesnar, that's a wrestling move. The German suplex and the suplex is a wrestling move. Kane attacking Daniel Bryan, it wasn't that big. It just wasn't. Daniel Bryan was going on the downside, even though he was the champion. Chris Jericho's steel cage dive, he wasn't that popular. He was a mid-carder who had a great. I mean, it was. Don't get me wrong, it was a great move by Jericho, but he's hurt. He hasn't been relevant since. Seth Rollins curve stomped Dean Ambrose's head through cinder blocks. That is why Seth Rollins will win this award. And it's just that simple.
I agree with you. The extreme moment of the year, those three before, you said Seth Rollins curb stomping Dean Ambrose's head through cinder blocks. They were extreme, but not as extreme as Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. In my mind, that was a little too extreme for my liking. When I went on WWE.com, I chose this moment because of that. It was too extreme in my liking, and I mean, it's almost a no contest for me that this should win. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I did choose Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Finally, guys, our superstar of the year. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and Seth Rollins.
Now let me just say, the first competitor you said, Brock Lesnar. Let me just get this out of my mind. He hasn't been here for most of the year, unless if you count like WrestleMania, that Extreme Rules, SummerSlam.
We're talking who right now? Daniel Bryan or Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay. You broke up there for a minute, so I was like, oh, whoa. Who are we talking about? Okay.
Yeah. But with that, he's had some championship matches for that, but he hasn't been here for most of the year. Daniel Bryan.
He hasn't been here for the most of the year. He hasn't been here for most of the year.
He hasn't been here for most of the year either.
Roman Reigns, he got hurt right before, what was it, Night of Champions? He got hurt right before Night of Champions. So he's been out since September.
Because he was going to face Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose,
he's been red hot.
That he should at least be in contention for this.
He's been red hot. Yep.
John Cena, he's always in contention for this.
He's just John
He's
Cena.
always in here. I mean, he's the franchise. Seth Rollins, he's won Money in the Bank. Big what? Sorry to say that, but he hasn't cashed in yet.
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. What about Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt, the guy Ali should be in contention. I'll give him that. Because with the WrestleMania match that he had with John Cena, the whole world in his hands and everything, I agree with that one.
Bray Wyatt. Let me just throw this out there, and I'm glad we're getting all this on the table here. Bray Wyatt is the best microphone worker in the WWE.
He has ever since CM Punk.
Yeah, ever since CM Punk in 2011. Not CM Punk now. CM Punk now, I don't think was that great, but CM Punk in 2011 and Bray Wyatt are very, very similar. That they're great mic workers. They're not similar in ways that they work. They work because CM Punk worked by saying what he wanted. Bray Wyatt says stuff, and it's like, well, like he may be crazy, but you start to believe it. You really start to believe it, and you're like maybe. I mean, maybe. Now, you brought up a good point about Brock Lesnar. My thing with Brock Lesnar, I was picking him to win this award, and you made a good point. You made a good point. He hasn't been here for most of the year, and that's a very, very good point. The only thing that's holding me back is he is the only guy to defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He manhandled John Cena at SummerSlam. He again defeated John Cena at Night of Champions. Granted, it was Seth Rollins getting involved. I mean, I guarantee you, John Cena had that match won. But the fact is, who came out still the champion? It was Brock Lesnar. That's the problem. Who's still the champion right now? Brock Lesnar. But you made a very, very good point on saying that he is not there every single week. I like that point, and you changed my mind. You really did.
So who'd you pick again?
I originally picked Brock Lesnar just because of all his accomplishments, but you changed my mind because of all the good points you made. I was very impressed with that. Daniel Bryan, he hasn't been here most of the year. I'm sorry. He has not wrestled most of the year, which upsets me because he would have been my superstar of the year. He really would have. If he was healthy and he was still in title contention, he would have been my superstar of the year. Roman Reigns, in that 2 or 3, 4 month period where he was going after the title, he didn't win once. That's my problem. He didn't win once. He lost to John Cena when John Cena was champion. He had the Money in the Bank, or the 8-man ladder match. He was at Battleground fighting for the championship. And that's it. And he lost both matches. That's a problem. Bray Wyatt, he just hasn't proved enough to me to be like the big man in this, or the big dog here. Seth Rollins, I'm sorry, he's not the future of the WWE. He's not. I'm sorry. I don't see it. If Roman Reigns can stay healthy, Roman Reigns is the future. I'm sorry. It's just that simple. Dean Ambrose, I think he's just too much of a mid-carder. I think he has to build himself up to that, and he will be in serious contention in 2015. Therefore, John Cena. Go.
But then again, Trent, WWE has to make that call.
You're right. But Dean Ambrose has to show up on Raw. He has to make sure WWE can put him in that position. Remember when CM Punk was going off and the WWE was giving him opportunities? That's because CM Punk wasn't working that hard. So once CM Punk started working hard and the WWE universe wanted to see him, then the WWE made the call. I think Dean Ambrose had got his number called a little too late in 2014. Therefore, John Cena will win the WWE Superstar of the Year for 2014.
John Cena. I mean, he's always in this. He's always in contention for this award, but but you gave all great points, and I do also believe that John Cena is going to win this award. I mean, look, I love Cena and all. Don't get me wrong, but he's just always in contention for this award, and I just want someone to at least step up for once. And
Stone Cold said that on his podcast. Stone Cold said that to Vince McMahon. He issued a challenge for 2015 for people to step up. Because Cena's not going to be there forever. Cena is not going to be there forever. And these guys need to step up. He's 38, 39 years old. That's a problem. Cena he can't do it by himself, and he has to have people to step up, and I think with Adrian Neville coming up, Roman Reigns if he stays healthy, Dean Ambrose if he stays healthy, Daniel Bryan if he stays healthy, all these guys can help, but they all have to do it together. They have to step up. And by the way, guys, we'll bring this up after Phil makes his point. Phil picked John Cena. Go after your point. I'll bring this up. Because I got really mad when I got this news. Just hold on. Go, Phil. Phil, are you there?
Yeah,
All right.
John Cena. Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. I was my favorite. But yeah, to John Cena. What were you going to say before? With this
Oh, why I'm very, very mad? Get a load of this. Hold on. This Phil, he was responsible for getting me all ticked off about this. CM Punk has just joined the UFC.
Oh, that's right.
Excuse me. You're injured, right, Punk? You're injured, though. Ryback injured you. I stood by your side this entire time. Ask Phil. Have I not been standing by his side saying, this is it? He's hurt. Ryback hurt him. That's it. He will come back. He'll be with WWE. Have I not said that consistently?
Let me in school about it during class. If you've met Trent, anyone, guys, you would know that he's the biggest supporter of CM Punk that I've ever seen.
This is a guy. This is a guy that retired my favorite wrestler, Jeff Hardy. All right. You start to realize this is the best wrestler I think I've seen in a long time. He is so technically skilled in this ring. And you're going to UFC after stating that Ryback hurt you and that's why you're not coming back. After stating that you got fired by WWE, Vince McMahon tried to apologize to you and you didn't want it.
Says it was a publicity stunt.
I can't even imagine. I can't even put into words how upset I am right now at Mr. CM Punk. So you want my rant? This is my rant. Go out and tweet me whatever you want, Punk. I don't care. I'll put my Twitter in the description. You want this, CM Punk? My Twitter is in the description. Tweet me as much as you want. Bye. Have a good time. I'm done. Phil, any last words?
You just pissed off the wrong guy, Punk. After all tonight, guys. Next time.
Bye.